Please put your hands together for Gary Manfrey, guys. Let him hear it.
Give it up for our host, Corey. All right. I'm Gary Manfrey. All right, I'm Gary Manfrey. I'm here to talk about three things. One, sex. And I forget the other two. Sex when you're younger and sex when you're older. What's the difference? When you're younger, it's instantaneous. It just happens. When you're older, you make an appointment. Tuesday, 10:30, when the kids are in school, after the gym. Right? When you're younger, it's instantaneous. It just happens, and it's hot, and there's heat. When you're older, you turn up the heat. When you're younger, it's instantaneous. It happens, there's heat. You're ripping each other's clothes off. When you're older, you take your own clothes off. Right? When you're younger, it's instantaneous. It's hot. There's heat. There's moaning. There's groaning. You're ripping each other's clothes off. When you're older, there's also moaning and groaning, except afterwards. My back, my leg, I pulled a muscle. When you're younger, you go afterwards. You go to the gym. You ice down. You do it again. When you're older, you ice down your genitals. You hope you can do it again. Oh, thank goodness, right? Second thing I want to talk about, virginity. I signed on to Facebook. 2 minutes later, bing, my first friend, the girl who took my virginity. Right? There she is. I'm like, oh, nice. You know, she's got pictures of the Bible and the Lord. God only gives me what I can handle, right? And then she was never married, no children. Apparently, she couldn't handle it. Right? I took someone's virginity once, also religious, a Jewish girl. Afterwards, she said, that didn't hurt. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Wait a second. I just saw her recently at a charity event. We went with my family, right? And there she is, and I'm like, oh, hi, how you doing, right? And she looks at me, and after the hellos, how you doing, right? She goes like this. She goes, never married, no children, and my father wants to kill you, right? And I'm like, oh, well, here's my wife, here's my children, right? I got this nice, happy family, right? And I turn to my wife, and I go, honey, you're the lucky one. You have me, you have the house, you have the children. She goes, what? I told you before we got married, I didn't know if we wanted children. And these children don't like me. They don't respect me. They yell at me. And we have no money because of them. And I'm like, honey, it's okay. Remember, God only gives you what you can handle. Right? Right? And so I know that it's difficult, so I have dinner with the family every night. And my children, they look at me, they go, Daddy, tell us a story. And start from the beginning. Start from the beginning? In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, Adam and Eve, Cain and Abel. Cain kills Abel. There's 4 people on the whole earth and they can't get along. What a coincidence. There's 4 people in our house and we can't get along. Right? Every time we get in the car, right, we go somewhere. It's too hot, it's too cold, too fast, too slow. When are we going to be there? Oh my God, right? And that's it. I said, that's it. I had enough of this. So what do? When I go home? I plan a vacation. We're going to be in the taxi together, on the plane together, at the hotel together, every meal together, on the rides together, the roller coaster together. No, one person's going to be on the ride. The other 3 are going to be standing around miserable, waiting, right? Right? And it's going to cost us more money, right? Right. And so what I try to do is I got to get a job, right? So I can pay for all of this, right? Right? And what do? I go for a job and I'm Mr. Gary, do you know the ABCs of drug testing? Can you pass a drug test? ABCs of drug testing? Yes. A is amphetamines, B is barbiturates, and C is cocaine. Did I get the job, right? They go, Mr. Gary, got an important job for you. Can you handle a MOP, M-O-P? Oh, yes. M is methadone. O is opiates, P is BCP. Now how do I get the job? No, Mr. Gary, will you take a sexual harassment class? Go, sure, I'll take a sexual enhancement class. This job is for me. And what do they teach you in this class, right? Like things you could say, things you cannot say, right? Like, like they tell you, like, which is right, when you glance at someone or when you pant at someone, right? Like, oh, glance at someone, right? You say, let's do lunch, let's do each other. Oh. Okay, so let me just wrap it up with this. I just want to say, listen, we don't really have a lot of money, so I play lotto. And I play lotto, I don't even want first prize. I want second prize, right? Second prize, what's that going to give me? Just enough to pay for the vacation, pay a little bit for the mortgage, and just enough left for some coke and whores. Do we like coke and whores? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Gary Manfrey. That's my time. I got a lot more. Let's bring up our host, Corey.
Gary Manfrey, guys. Gary Manfrey. Yeah.